Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. I hope and pray that you are doing well. So I did promise that I would be coming back with a seasoning video. Well, I promised that on my other channel, but so I'm over here now. So I've moved. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the seasoning process, and I'll come back, I guess, with part 2 of the finished process. So I'm in the kitchen because I was just getting ready to make breakfast. I'm a little bit hungry, and so I'm going to be making myself some oatmeal today, and I'm going to be making a mango smoothie. So I hope that you have been eating well, having nutritious breakfasts. I'm also, because I've been wanting to, I haven't made any savory oatmeals, but I've been wanting to do some savory oatmeals. But so this is going to be my rendition of my starter, because I'm not in the mood for doing anything extra right now. But I'm going to just, because I have some bacon here, some bacon that was fried off and been in the freezer, so I'm just going to add that to this. I think that'll be nice, a nice little taste. And again, like I said, I'll just be blasting a smoothie with that. So that's going to be my breakfast. And because I haven't eaten yet, or broken fast yet, I'm going to be showing you with my mini, my 2.5 quart cast iron. This is not my bigger ones or whatever, so I just have these smaller ones because I can't sling all of that around on this empty stomach. So I just wanted to show you that. So I'll be just doing the rims of this. Nothing else needs to be done, of course, because it's coated enamel. So I'll just be doing the rims of these today. Just the rims. And just, and because I have not, I haven't did my mini cast iron pots yet. But what I've been doing before I use them and after I use them, I always just coat them in oil, so they're very oily. But I haven't did a proper seasoning for them, but I have just oiled them up, and that's just basically how you just season anything anyway. This one is full of oil. I need to wipe some of that off. So yeah, that's basically all I do is that's what I've been doing, instead of, because I haven't did the full blown what's the majigum yet. This one also is the same. I've just been, just been oiling them and using them and then washing them out with water and going back to the process again. And then the thing I loved about these Crofton ones, well, what I loved is that they had the has some directions on them to see how to season them and blah, blah, blah. But you'll see that they need to be seasoned because they may go rust on you or whatever. So yeah, I was happy that they did that. So if you can see, let's see if you can see any difference, how they look. See, oh, it doesn't really look like there's much of a difference, but this is the one that's glossy. That's, well, they pre-seasoned this. They did pre-season their own. But of course, my seasoning is deeper than theirs. But these were pre-seasoned. Let's see if you can see a difference. It almost, you can't really hardly see the difference. Well, okay, there we go. You can see the difference in my oil and their seasoning. But I'm sure they did a bake seasoning. And I did not. I just been rubbing them up with oil when I use them and after I use them, so that they don't rust out. I'm going to put that to the side. And what I want, let me show you what I need, what I want to do. So put this to the side. So I just take a little small. And I use cooking oil. Now, people use different things. They talk about avocado, flax, olive oil, all of that. I just use just regular, pure olive oil. You don't want something that's going to be sticky and all of that. And this, you can't see this, but I just dropped a tiny dab in there. And a lot of people say use a towel or to apply it. I like to do all of mine with my hands. That way I know that it's going into whatever I want it to go into. So I just apply it with my fingers, just ever so lightly, just apply it with my fingers. Because also what's going to happen, if you have to be careful, because once you get it on here and you bake it or you season it in the oven, it's going to stain. Although the stain is going to come off after you wash it, but I mean, it's no big deal. I'm just saying that the excessiveness happens, but it's okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything or anything like that. But that is how I like to do it. I like to just do everything, make sure it's in there, just with my fingers, you know. Just with my fingers, just lovingly do that. And the same with the the other rim of that, the rim of the pot, just ever so lightly apply that, you know, and just apply as much as you need, because you can wipe it off and whatever, but you want to do that, let it sit for a little while before putting it in the oven. So let it sit for a little while, let it soak in, because you might want to do it again prior to putting it in the oven. So let me move this out of the way. So so yeah, so that, and then because I have a lot of oil, these already have been oiled so well, I'm just going to wipe out the excess oil. Just going to wipe that out with a nice black top. Oh, that looks so good. It looks already seasoned, but of course it's really not. So I seasoned the front and the back. The whole thing is lovingly seasoned, the whole thing. So I'm just going to wipe this off. And what I do, a lot of people have different ways of seasoning. I put mine in a cold oven, upside down. Everything is going to go. So this is going to go like this. When I put this in, it's going to go upside down. So, of course, these, when they go in, they go upside down. Everything upside down. Of course, this doesn't have to go upside down. So, upside down, upside down, upside down. But like I said, I put it in a cold oven, and then I put the oven on to about 425, 425, depending on what your cast iron can withstand. Most of them can stand 500, and some maybe 400 only. So I would say maybe about 400 for about an hour. Let it go up to, you know, an hour, let it do its thing, and then bring it back out and stuff. And then as you are using it, you will see if you know, because sometimes you have to re-season, you know, after cooking and whatnot. And then another thing, people talk about washing, how they wash their cast iron. Now because my regular cast iron, not my enamel one, but my real cast iron skillet, we don't always wash that, because sometimes we just make cornbread in it or something. And then when we're done, we take a paper towel, wipe out the residue of whatever it was in there, and just put it away with a paper towel inside of it, actually. But put it away. So your cast iron does not, depending on what it is that you're cooking, it does not always have to be washed with soap and or water. You can just wipe it out and then put it away. And that is how it, you know, you season it, you know, how it's being seasoned day by day and after every use, you know. And these things are so good, you know, a real size, right? Not the mini. But are so useful. Like my enamel cast iron skillet, I basically use that every day for almost so many different meals or whatever. So anyway, so with your cast iron, your enamel cast iron, you could use this. This is very gentle. These are very, very gentle for using in the insides of these, okay? Now for this, if you had something baked on there or something that needs to come out, these are good for that. You see that? These are the copper coated ones, and this is good for something that is like this, some type of cookware like this. What does it say? Uncoated. So something for uncoated cookware. Let me see if they say anything on the back of here, like I can really see, because ideal for pots and pans, cuts through and removes tough soil and burnt on food. Yeah, food. Yep. So very good for something like that. Soak it up real good. And then these are used for my stainless steel. These are the silver ones are the ones I use for my stainless steel. And that is really good, you know, to keep your stainless steel nice and bright and polished as well and whatnot. And again, you can always use like mix a nice paste of baking soda or something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm getting ready to, first of all, prepare my meal. I'm going to put my food on and whatnot, but then I'm going to put these in the oven, and once they're done in about an hour or so, and I don't know if I've missed saying anything because I don't have any notes or anything like that, but once they're done being seasoned, I will bring them back just so you can see them, see what they look like, if there's any change to you or whatever. So, all right, so let's be mindful to take care of our cookware, and it will take care of us and our families as we are nurturing them. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and please, if you don't know where you will spend eternity, those are important questions to ask yourself. If you don't know where you're going to spend eternity, or if you don't know if your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, it is really important that you find out where you will spend eternity. Thanks for watching. We'll be back. Bye-bye for now. Oh, well, this is the domestic handmaiden. Well, the Lord's handmaiden of distinction. Signing out for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.